Good morning, good morning, good morning. I'm so sleepy, y'all. I can't sleep because I'm going on a cruise because I'm too excited. Oh, I'm so tired. So here I am. Here he is, and there he is. Scott is still on location, but he's having audio issues. He will be in, hopefully. But Elizabeth will be in the chat, I'm sure. And you guys, for those that's not going on this booze cruise, make it a point to go on the 2.0 booze cruise.
That's right.
Out of Tampa.
That's right.
Because let me tell you, you're gonna see these vlogs, these lives, and you're gonna say, I should have went. And shoots, I tell you,
It's a don't
that
miss.
2.0 got some fantastic ports.
Yes.
So book your reservation with Bruce, with Ocean to Ocean, and come on down. And go over and look at the Facebook group Mike and Rihanna's that have put together. And it's called The Secret
Booze Cruise
2.0.
2.0. That's right.
So please, because when we get back, if you know I'm anxious and I can't sleep because I'm gonna be Eddie and Alice. Then I know you just don't know how nervous I was meeting Jackie and Scott.
Yeah.
Man, oh God. And then y'all need to get on that 2.0.
Yep.
I'm telling you, don't let this, you've already let this time pass by. Don't let 2.0 pass you up.
That's right.
Because man, I know it's gonna be off the chain. And it's gonna be old school off the chain.
Amen to that. Yep.
We're gonna come back with some broke hips and some.
Yeah, this is the sick and shut in cruise right here, y'all. But in the meantime and in between time, we are still here at the house. Okay. And what we're going to do is dive right into the show this morning. Good morning and welcome to Go Live Together. We are your host. I am Jeremy.
I'm tired.
And to our left is Eddie from Eddie Lugo Studios. If you are here for the replay, first of all, thank you so much for watching the replay. We really appreciate you. And type in the word hashtag replay in the comment section. Too, that way we know that you were here. But in the meantime, for those of you that are here for the live stream, good morning and welcome in Traveling with Tinkerbell.
Oh,
that's right.
I know Tinker has some things going on today too. Yeah. I know she's glad the live stream is over, from last night.
Oh yeah, from last night.
Oh my God.
Oh, that was nice. We
they
saw
got graphics.
Yes.
Who did the graphics, Tinker?
Somebody's been working.
Eddie, did you do them?
No, not him. He's like, that was Spike. It's like, it wasn't me.
No, it wasn't.
I wish it was me. I liked them too.
I did too.
Yeah.
And,
I heard it was Mike. Mike and Rihanna. He did it.
Okay. Well, that'll work.
Yeah.
Graphics.
It says, good morning, family. Happy Thursday. 2 days before Cruise Day. It is a cool 57 degrees in Florida.
I love it. 57. Oh, man.
And speaking of cold weather, I saw that post from Mike and Rihanna. They got snow like this thick up on the banister and on the little table. I feel bad for y'all. I really do. Y'all are buried in the house. But yes, good morning, everyone. Your reinforcements have arrived from the north, and happy Thursday.
Let's see, that's right. If they're stuck in,
yeah, they're snowed in
because Rihanna can cook, and then
in the crock pot.
I don't care how she cooks, she can cook. But I saw, and they're not in the chat, but Canadian Family Life, they made 2,000.
Yes, they hit 2,000. Yes,
nice. They did. Yes, they did.
Good morning. Armani Webster has made it into the chat. Hello. Welcome in. Hey, babe. KK's Travel and Education Vlogs has made it in. Good morning.
Good morning.
There is a question here in the chat from I believe it's somebody new.
Okay, hang on one moment.
We got Charleston.
Yeah, we got Jason coming in the house, Cajun Country Travels. We got Headbanger Vlogger coming in, Kathy Mills. Good morning. Yo, Brooklyn in the house. Eddie Lugo Studios has made it in. Hey, speaking of Bruce, you spoke him up.
I spoke him up.
Yes, Mr. Electric Slide himself. Ocean
Mm.
Ocean Travel has made it in. Good morning.
Mm.
House of X Entertainment Inc. has made it
Good
in.
morning.
Good morning. And welcome in. Why is my thing not working?
Oh, there you
Yeah.
go, baby.
Woo.
Mhm.
2.0 will be amazing. And Hippie Chick, good morning and welcome to the show. Hi guys, new here. Any cruises that you recommend out of Charleston? Unfortunately, we are located in Galveston, so we are unfamiliar with the cruises that leave from Charleston, but hopefully the muster drill will be in here in a minute. But I know that there are some people who live out that way that are here in the chat that might be able to answer the question. Y'all help her out in the chat.
Mhm.
Last I heard, Charleston was getting shut down.
Yeah, that's what I heard.
I believe in March is going to be the last cruise, and Carnival Spirit, I think it is, and then it's getting moved to Alabama.
Okay.
And I have no idea if they're going to be bringing back another cruise to fill that spot. I know Norfolk will be your closest port, or down Jacksonville towards Port Canaveral.
Mhm.
Cool. The mother and daughter duo have made it in. Hello.
Good morning, ladies.
The moms.
Oh, snap. The Gaylors has made it in.
Hey,
Hello.
John, how you doing?
Good morning.
Yes.
Elizabeth has made it into the house. It says, good morning. Still working on tech issues here.
See, I told you Elizabeth would come in.
Yep.
I did. And Elizabeth, you are the best person. You
Mhm.
know, you're the behind the scenes person that we got to come up with. a
Okay,
title
Traveling
for
with
her.
Tinkerbell says Alice did the phones for her part. Mike did all the intro, and he did the videos for his part. Keith did his pictures for his section. It was a great live show. We are growing. Yes, you are.
I told you.
Yes, you are. It's absolutely.
They're not there yet, but they're working on it. So
Yes.
it was a much better show last night. Yes.
Yes.
Marjorie has made it in. Good morning.
Good morning.
Adventures with Roxanne has made it in. Good morning.
Good morning.
And let's see.
Good morning, Antoinette.
Oh, yeah. Hey, friend. Good morning, Antoinette.
Antoinette, you know, I watched your show yesterday. You know, I did because I was,
Yeah, last night.
yeah. Girl, don't let those haters make you crazy. Haters are haters. And
Yep.
Tell me about it.
Leave them where they are.
leave them at the
The
door.
Gaylors say Baltimore is the best Northeast port.
You know what? Scott said that. Scott actually said that.
It's reachable. The Bud Files have made it in. Good morning.
Good morning.
Okay, here we go. Kathy Mills says the only ship out of Charleston is Carnival Sunshine. It will be moving to Norfolk at some point.
Yeah, that's what Eddie just said. Kathy,
Mhm.
thanks.
Yeah. Something like that.
On Deck with CB have joined us via Facebook. Thank you so much for
morning.
coming in.
All right.
Good morning.
Yep. Carnival Sunshine still sailing.
Mhm.
Baltimore has Carnival and NCL.
Okay.
And Marjorie says, Ocean to Ocean, you better bust a move in New Orleans. Believe me, the camera will be up.
Okay, anything that's happening,
You can catch that on our channel. Okay. I'm already,
go. You know, vlog and go. Just
Mhm.
vlog, upload.
That's right.
Oh, yes. Leave them at the door, girl. That's what I do. Leave them at the door. God to take care of it. I'm trying to tell you.
Okay. And Ocean to Ocean says there is still itineraries through December 2024 for Carnival Sunshine.
Okay.
That's over in Charleston.
Oh, Snap Fearless Rambler has made it in. Good
Hey,
morning.
George. Good morning. Yo.
Yes.
Yo.
Oh, God. We're going to see some. And Bruce, if you're listening, because I know you might be driving, we are looking, but we haven't decided. February the 24th.
We're looking at it.
We're looking at it.
We really
and
are.
It's a good price.
Yes.
Let me tell you. With no hustle and bustle.
Yeah. It's directly across town.
Yeah. We're thinking about it. Just know.
Seriously considering.
Seriously.
And let's see. Ocean Travel has posted some more fake news here. Jeremy will be the one busting a move or two.
But we heard last night because I didn't get the notification. that Cindy's gonna be busting a move. So hey, let me tell you, Jeremy bust a move, Cindy gonna bust a move because it was on a channel last night. Antoinette had fun, and I did after I got off of Antoinette's live last night. I started messing with the kids, so I didn't go over there to your channel to look at Cindy. But I will make a point to do it today, and I will comment.
Najuma Brown has made it in. Good morning. And let's see. We are all caught up in the chat, which means that it is now time for me to show you this visitor that came in to town today.
That's
we got a ship in.
Seas.
Yes. Voyager of the Seas has made it back. She's sitting up there looking pretty. And if you are in town already, which you should be, it is 77 degrees here in Galveston with 95% humidity and cloudy. It's supposed to rain today here, y'all.
Yeah, it's supposed to rain.
And your sail away forecast for today is 80 degrees with 83% humidity and scattered thunderstorms. So you could have a wet sail away.
It's going to be, the kids are going to come home from school. They're going to be upset because they took the raincoats, and Elijah has only one that has an umbrella.
Right.
You know, because he's scared of rain. So they're going to come home. Mom, I'm wet.
Yep.
And they got raincoats with hoods. I mean,
I think they're allergic to water.
Yeah.
I don't remember being this fearful of water whenever I was a kid. Clock Family Adventures has made it in. Good morning.
Oh, you know what? Thank you, Bruce. And hi, Clock.
Yep. Can't Stop Walking But Love Mowing and Cruising has made
Hey, how you doing?
Good morning.
Welcome in.
You know, we're going on a cruise, you know, on this big vlogger cruise. And it's leaving out of New Orleans. And I'm going to meet my last co-host and his wife.
Oh, snap. Speaking of co-hosts.
There.
We got another one. Hi.
There he is. And if you didn't know, this is our virtual vlog person.
I'm looking at a monkey in the background here. What's going on with this?
And he's hanging. You didn't know it. He kills our towel out animals unless I'm
the eyes fall off whenever I handle them.
Yeah. I don't like it like that.
But it's not as bad as Tony.
Yeah, Tony just
Dismember them and stuff.
Good morning. The Buster Drill has made it in. Good morning.
Good morning. But we've already said good morning to the better half.
Yeah.
She came into
I've been listening to it from her phone over here while I've been trying to resolve these issues. I'm not gonna waste a whole bunch of time talking about it, but it is the craziest thing. Okay. It just happens randomly, often and randomly, without absolutely any reason. Everything is exactly the way it's supposed to be. It's configured correctly. It's set up correctly. There are no reported issues. It hasn't been touched or changed since, in most cases, the previous day when I was in here doing the live the same way with no issues. It just decides I'm just not going to work. I don't know. I'm not going to tell you there. I'm not going to report an issue. You're going to look at it with your vast IT background and experience and see nothing wrong with it and no reason why. Just not going to work.
Yep. Yeah. Well, that's the long and short of that right there.
Cajun Country.
Cajun Country won't be busting a move. I don't have the rhythm. I got a vlog rhythm. That's what I do. I go from one deck to the next, and I go from one side to the other while sail away is happening. I don't know what's going to happen whenever we get on a different cruise line. I have no clue. No idea. So we are all caught up in the chat, which means that it is now time to watch Jeremy struggle with words. In 1795, the National Convention, the assembly that governed France during a pivotal period of the Revolution, was dispersed. In 1813, British and U.S. troops clashed the Battle of
Bananas.
Chateauguay,
No, bananas.
Chateauguay during the War of 1812.
You need
Bam.
to-
Bam.
In 1825, after some 8 years of construction, the Erie Canal, which connects the Great Lakes with New York City via the Hudson River at Albany, officially opened. Its success propelled New York City into a major commercial center and encouraged canal construction throughout the United States.
You know, I didn't know that. Now that I didn't know.
Well, it's the St. Lawrence. It's called the St. Lawrence Seaway.
Oh, okay.
So the St. Lawrence River goes out to the Atlantic and into the Great Lakes.
Okay,
Nice.
I didn't know that. And that's something.
In 1881, a feud between the Earp brothers, Wyatt, Virgil, and Morgan, and an outlaw gang led by Ike Clanton escalated into a celebrated gunfight at the OK Corral in Tombstone, Arizona territory. In 1905, the St. Petersburg Soviet Workers' Council was formed during the Russian Revolution of 1905. You okay?
Bananas.
You good?
Bananas.
Okay.
Served.
In 1916, Francois Mitterrand, who served 2 terms as president of France and was the country's first socialist to hold the office, was born. I thought that I did pretty good on that one.
No.
In 1918, Prussian General Erich Ludendorff was forced to resign by Emperor William II on Prince Maximilian's advice in an effort to establish an armistice agreement. In 1955, a constitutional law of perpetual neutrality in Austria was promulgated. In 1958, America's first jetliner, the Boeing 707, entered service for Pan American World Airways.
I remember Pan American.
In 1970, following an absence of more than 3 years, American boxer Muhammad Ali returned to the ring, defeating Jerry Quarry. Ali had been barred from fighting after he refused to be inducted into the U.S. Army during the Vietnam War.
He said he was Muslim and he didn't have to fight.
In 1984, the action thriller The Terminator was released in the United States. Hugely successful, it made actor Arnold Schwarzenegger a star and established director James Cameron as a bankable filmmaker.
I'll be back.
In 2005, the Chicago White Sox defeated the Houston Astros to win the team's first World Series title since 1917. And that will do it for this episode of Jeremy Goes Bananas. Yeah, I hope I made it through those words
Yes, you did.
correctly.
Yes.
Okay.
What did Can't Stop say?
Karma, I believe. Scott McNeil. Hey, we got a donation of fresh fruit. Good morning, everybody.
morning.
See you in a couple of days.
That's
I know
right.
that's right.
We'll see you in a couple of days in
My
New
goodness.
Orleans.
Yeah, we are in that kind of territory.
When are y'all leaving?
Saturday morning.
We're leaving Saturday.
Yep,
Hope to be in Slidell by 2 p.m. Central Time.
that'll work. And let's see, we are once again caught up in the chat, which means that it is now time for Scott to bring us the cruise and travel industry news.
Port of Miami to welcome 8 new cruise ships.
Mm.
A total of 8 cruise ships will make their inaugural visits or new home port operations from Port Miami this winter, bringing ever more cruise passengers to South Florida. 3 of the ships, Oceania Cruises, Oceania Vista, Carnival Cruise Lines Venezia, and Scenic Cruises Scenic Yacht 2 will visit in October. November will be equally exciting with the addition of 3 new ships, Crystal Cruises revitalized Crystal Serenity, MSC Cruises expedition ship Explorer 1,
Mm.
and Norwegian Cruise Line's brand new Norwegian Viva, which will celebrate her naming and maiden voyage from Port of Miami on November 28th, 2023.
Mm.
In December, one more new cruise ship will be added to the Port of Miami. Its list of port visited when Regent Seven Seas Cruises Seven Seas Grandeur begins a series of longer sailings round trip from the port, offering destinations such as Cayman Islands, Mexico, Guatemala, Honduras, Puerto Rico, and the Virgin Islands, and more on diverse itineraries. Finally, the biggest debut of all will be the largest cruise ship in the world, Royal Caribbean's Icon of the Seas,
Mm.
debuting from Port Canaveral, or I'm sorry, from Port of Miami on January 27th, 2024. A maiden voyage eager cruise travelers have been counting down for months. Each of these vessels adds something new and to their offerings from Port of Miami. Whether cruisers are interested in the ultimate luxury, exciting adventures, stylish appointments, exotic ports of call, or just plain fun. So moving on, I also wanted to mention there was a story about COVID in Australia, but I'm going to skip it because I know people don't want to hear about it, but it is very interesting. And I'm just going to mention that an Australian court did set precedents where it found Carnival Cruise Lines or Carnival Cruise Corporation responsible for the original cruise outbreak of COVID, which was the Ruby Princess, I believe. It had over 900 cases. It was everything in the news.
Mm.
People were stuck on there for weeks. It did find them liable to the extent of paying those passengers medical bills. So, and the article went on to say that it does open up a new precedence for additional lawsuits that may come in the future. So, Carnival Cruise Line or Carnival Cruise guest sues for losing finger in door.
Mm.
A passenger identified as William Tuttle has sued Carnival Corporation in U.S. federal court for damages and requested a trial by jury after being injured on board the Carnival Horizon. The complaint was filed on Wednesday, October 11th in the U.S. District Court of Southern District of Florida, which is the only place you can sue a cruise line, no matter where the cruise ship was or the incident occurred. Says here, Tuttle's right index finger was amputated when his balcony door slammed on the digit. There is no information about whether the finger was able to be reattached, or if so, what range of motion or functionality it has today.
Mm.
The incident apparently happened in September of 2022, though there is no explanation for why it took more than a year to file the lawsuit. It is not uncommon, however, for such lawsuits to be brought to light long after the initial injury. This may depend on evidentiary findings, recovery periods, and other factors before a full lawsuit can be initiated. The suit alleges that Carnival did not exercise reasonable care to ensure protection from such injuries, as it is commonly known that balcony doors can slam with strong force.
Mm-hmm.
The lawsuit lists 11 similar incidences as support for the claim that the cruise line ought to have known and taken measures to prevent such injuries. Tuttle claims that the ship's balcony door should have been designed with mechanisms to prevent slamming, as such incidences are well known and liable to cause injuries. The complaint seeks damages higher than $75,000 and demands a trial by jury, which would ensure greater publicity for the litigation.
Mm-hmm.
Policy is not to offer comments on active lawsuits, which is common in legal matters for all industries. Similar lawsuits have been filed against Carnival in the past, and the outcomes vary based on individual circumstances for each case.
And that's the way the news goes.
You know, when Cruising with Keith talked about that story, I said, what made them, after a year, ask for damages? I didn't understand that, and I still don't. If I lost my finger, I would have did something in 2022. I don't know.
Yep. And
I mean, you can only sue the cruise lines in that Miami federal court, and there's a reason for that.
Mm-hmm.
The industry has worked very hard to protect and shield itself. It's written the book on avoiding liability. It's, created an environment that makes it extremely difficult to hold it responsible for anything. And you have to ask yourself, why would an industry work so hard to create that kind of situation unless it was aware that its industry or its function comes with a high probability of liability for this, that, or whatever, and knowing that that kind of situation could make it difficult for it to even operate. So, you have to ask yourself, single court could have taken a while before, the case could end up on the docket.
Right.
So.
Oh.
And speaking of cruises, there are some chatter going on about Eddie on his upcoming booze cruise. And Mike and Rihanna says Eddie's got the moves like Jagger. And he concurs here. I'll get to shake it.
Yeah.
That's right. And Mike and Rihanna comes back with Eddie is going to shake it. Like Taylor Swift, he is going to shake it off, shake it off. Yep, that's breaking news right there. We look forward to seeing that.
No, not like Taylor Swift. I'd be more like Mick Jagger.
Oh, yeah. And let's see. Controversial Cruising has made it in. Good morning.
Good morning, Scott.
Good morning.
We are under compliance with Scott's today.
Oh, that'll work. And C Tripping with Kim and Scott have made it in. Good morning.
Good morning.
What's up?
Yep. And Scott has a question this morning. I am really intrigued as to why he has presented this question, and we're about to find out.
Yeah, right.
Well, I mean, I always see so many people, coming into the theater, and I often see people getting up and moving around and, multiple times and stuff like that, I guess, just to find that, that right spot. And I was just, it just led me to believe, or to think about where everybody has a preference. Now, for me, I don't necessarily have, my preference is typically where I feel like I can get a good seat, right? So it's not, particularly in a specific area, although I do like to be close to the front, not right in the middle. And the reason why I don't like to be in the middle, front and center, is because one time I was in there and there was a comedy show in the main theater, if you can believe that. And I was picked to have to participate in front of the entire, audience. And I was quite embarrassed by it all. And I still carry around a little bit of, I don't know, shame or something for it. So, but in any event, I like to be kind of down front, usually along the sides, although the spot I do not like at all, and it is up on the balcony in the front, because there's usually this bar or some glass or something. And as a short guy, I am never tall enough to see up over it. So I'm always having to watch the show through it, and it irritates me a little bit.
Well, that'll work. Eddie?
Well, since I'm handicapped, guess what?
You get
I sit in the euchre seats, way in the back, in the handicap area,
Why do I like going there? Because I could use my walker and I could spray my legs. I don't have to be in this tight seat in the rows, you know.
Mhm.
So I just do go down like 3 or 4 rows and try to sit almost right in front of me wherever I'm at. But I like to stand up there. At least in Norwegian, the both sides of the theater have handicap areas, and there's a nice like a kind of like a shelf there where you can put your drink. So I kind of rest on that, and I'm able to see the whole thing and check
Mhm.
everybody in front of me and do all that good stuff. And there's good audio back there. I did some filming on the comic show on one of the Norwegian ships, and the sound and everything came out great. The last one on the bloggers, so it worked out pretty good for me. I tried to go down a few times. The steps are too far apart for me to get a nice hold. I don't want Alice holding me because it's a lot of people. I don't want to be blocking the lanes or anything like that.
Mhm.
So yeah, I usually just go straight to the back. They have the area roped up so nobody just could come in. And I usually, the last few shows, every time I showed up, the person that was there saw me and they up another rope, bring me in, and then bring a chair so Alice could sit there with me if she wants to. Otherwise, she could sit in the one of the rows. So last time she sat with Mike Clock in one of the shows, and I was like the row behind them. And there's a video that when you go into my channel from the boost cruise, from the bloggers cruise, and you see there's parts towards the end where we are at the theater, and I'm sitting way in the back. She's ahead of me, and I'm making fun of Alice doing some stuff on her head and stuff like that. So that's part of the fun too. So yeah, usually I just go in the back and stay back there. This way, when the whole show ends, I just stay there. I let everybody go out, then I go out myself. So
That'll work.
yep.
Well, for me, I like to be front center because I've been picked for a couple of shows too. For the what is it? The Motown show on Carnival. In the pre-show, when they open up the doors, me and my girlfriend Tasha, we sat down we were on the second row, and I got to go backstage, try on some what those things that go across you.
Bananas.
Yeah, whatever. And then we got picked for the Love and Marriage show.
Ouch!
Let me see what
It's
else.
on the channel.
Yeah.
Ouch!
Mhm. Yeah, we had to tell our business. And then see what
There's
else.
proof.
Yeah. Then what else?
Our daughter filmed it. that was the whole thing. Like we didn't even know she
our
filmed
grown daughter filmed
Yeah.
it. Oh my god. And she was talking all through it.
Mhm.
So y'all. Yeah,
Yep.
It was embarrassing.
But because we have early dining always, generally speaking, we get to sit down if there is spots available toward the back of the theater. And I kind of like it because then you're first out the door after the show. So that's what we prefer, to sit wherever we can fit in, unless we're like the Motown show.
These ships have been full.
Yeah, like the Motown show, we'll show up early for that. But for these other ones, we're just leaving dinner. We're moving a little slow, and we get to sit wherever there's available seating. Good question.
Mm-hmm.
And Mayhem and Miracles has joined the show this morning. Hello, welcome.
Good morning.
In.
And I've missed a couple of your past 2 lives, because we're leaving.
Yes.
Going on a cruise with Eddie and his wife and like 80 more cruise vloggers.
Yep.
And every day we've been doing something to prepare for the cruise. Like yesterday.
Slowly doing cruise prep.
Slowly, I tell you, slowly.
We're taking our time.
So I want to come over and catch up on the 2 that I've missed.
The Gaylor says on the Venezia, the smokers were in the balcony.
And they can smoke. I need to clarify that. On the Venezia, you can smoke inside the theater, because
I don't know.
Or maybe
No,
sneaking.
No.
No.
Okay. Yeah, you were
No.
just on the Venezia.
Oh,
Let's see. The Bud Files have made it in. Good morning.
okay.
Good morning.
Oh wow. Antoinette at Fun says my sister picked up front at the comedy show and was called out for having huge breasts.
Hey, what?
She was
What?
known. She was known throughout the entire cruise for huge breasts.
Oh, all right.
I know. It's like, people came up to me for days saying, something about, the thing. I had like a whole long line I had to, like he had multiple people around and I had a whole thing and people were constantly talking to me about it. And I was just like,
Yeah, they kept on stopping me in the corridors and calling me Mr. President. I was getting fist bumps and everything.
And everything.
Yeah, man.
Because of what somebody said.
Because of the content of the Love and Marriage show that we said in our answers. Marjorie says, I have a bad bladder, so I will sit in the back. Eddie Lugo Studios, I will always sit with you.
Oh,
Right.
okay.
Oh, snap. Cruising on the High Season Travel has made it in. First of all, welcome back to the
morning.
show. And it says, good day, y'all. Tomorrow I am going to fly, and 2 days later it will be cruise day.
I know.
I like an eagle
Yep.
to New Orleans.
Mm.
Yep. And let's see. Oh, okay. The Gator says no, but no one stopped them.
What?
Yep.
I would have been.
And here's a question for us. What are you looking forward to on the booze cruise this year? Let me answer that first. I will be looking for available dining spots. I've been spoiled by Excel class, and this is something brand new for us, is this limited ship. I'm also interested to see what has been added, if any, to the normal room service menu that we're used to. So we can enjoy some different food other than Guy's Burgers, Blue Iguana, the Lido, and the main dining room.
For me, I'm not a buffet person. I am not, I promise you. And the only reason I say that is it's just me. It's my
Until we make it to MSC.
Oh yeah,
I know that sucker look good.
MSC is different. But I'm just saying, I find when you go to buffets, and that's why I don't go.
Carnival buffets.
Carnival buffets. Kids run up there. People are picking something up and putting it back.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not a fan of Guy Fieri's hamburger spot, guys.
Yeah.
But I do like his barbecue.
And the fries ain't bad either.
The barbecue is better than for me. You know.
Oh yeah, and the potato sticks.
The potato sticks I like.
Yep.
You know, sometimes I just go and make a salad and get potato sticks and go with that. But I'm not a big fan of eating in a mass area. I will have to eat a lot at the MDR. I have to do that.
And Blue Iguana.
And Blue Iguana. I like Blue Iguana.
Other than that, we're room service and actively looking for a seafood shack too. So that we got mixed answers the other day, and we will see that and vlog it if we find it.
If they have the seafood.
Eddie, what are you looking forward to the most on this year's booze cruise?
I'm gonna be meeting a few new creators that I haven't met yet. Also, I want to see the difference between Carnival nowadays, even though it's an older ship, compared to the original ships that I used to be cruising on 30 years ago. I want to see the big difference, and I'm looking forward to see Alice be on her own and get her channel going.
Yes.
Oh, she's gonna do that because that's what I do. We separate. He goes his way because we got a cadence. You know, you and Alice are gonna figure it out.
Yeah.
Like he does all the tours and all of that stuff. I do the food and the crew. You know, that's my niche. You know,
whenever her camera goes up one way, I make it a point to go the other way with mine. That way you get two different perspectives on two different channels.
Yeah.
And we're filming the same corridor. We're filming the same thing. It's just from two different angles.
And I even said to Alice already, if you want to hang out with your besties and do all that stuff, I will not have a problem with that. You know. So this way I go film some other stuff and
Yeah.
get back together later. So
Yep.
Yeah, because that's what we do.
And let's see,
Go separate.
Midlife Travels has made it in. Good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning.
and they're part of the 2.0.
And
They
cruising
are.
Yes.
Oh my
they're gonna be on the
goodness, we
2.0.
get to meet them.
Cruising on the High Season Travel says 10 bits. Get your 10 bits now on sale.
Wait,
Mm.
wait. And speaking of Rob, I'm gonna do a little because I'm doing little bits and pieces of interviews
Mhm.
with people that are on the ship on 2.0, not 2.0. This thing
On
that
this
we're-
first one.
yeah, this thing we're going on, and he's gonna be my first person that I interview. You know,
And here's an answer to Scott's question right here. Mayhem and Miracle says, for myself, I would want to be near the exits. It's a safety thing for me. Same with restaurants. I don't like to be in the middle. I like choosing a table on or near the wall.
Me too.
Yep.
Me too.
Exiting is definitely something to be considered.
Yes.
Hmm.
Yes.
And yeah, midlife, we are excited to be joining you guys on the Booze Cruise 2.0 next year, looking for a hotel in Tampa today.
Oh, you know what? We haven't done that.
Nope.
Me neither.
Oh, by the way, I do want to mention something I heard last night that was very shocking, and I honestly could not believe my ears.
Okay.
So my wife and I went to the ice show last night in Studio B,
Mhm.
and it's always one of our favorite things. It's definitely one of my favorite shows on the Royal Caribbean ships that have a Studio B. I, of course, went fully prepared in jeans and a hoodie
Mm.
Okay.
because why wouldn't it be,
Oh,
chilly in such a venue, right? And somebody who was sitting next to me
Mm.
actually said at one point, I'm a little chilly.
What?
So did you give me?
Breaking news. Breaking news.
Did you?
I
give
know,
me
I was like, what?
Did you give your hoodie?
Scott, us that love the cold weather, we are allowed to say that once in a while. Okay.
Okay, just every now and then.
Yeah.
Okay.
But
I am defending Elizabeth.
that presents another question. Did you give up your hoodie?
75, not 85.
Get out of
Right.
here.
Thank
Right.
you.
It was not 75 in there. It was more like, minus 75. So
Word up, Tuber chat has made it into the house.
Kevin!
What's up?
And if you haven't gone over to his channel,
Yes.
please do, and you can connect and grow, just like it is in this title.
Connect and grow.
Connect and
That
grow.
is the whole point.
I have met some fascinating people, and they're good people.
Yep.
mhm.
And let's see, the Z Show Cruise Fund has made it in. Good morning, content creators from the greatest state in our world history, the Lone Star State of
Texas.
That's right, baby. And Marjorie says, Jeremy, I've been lurking on certain people's YouTube channels for so many years that I am going to cry.
Mm.
That's okay. Let me see. Cajun Country, the deli is pretty good on the Glory.
Okay.
Okay, that gives me hope.
Mhm.
That gives
So
me
I'm pretty sure there is a seafood shack on Glory.
okay.
So,
Well, we'll be looking forward to that because I have been completely spoiled by Excel class.
Okay, the group rate for the
Group rate on 2.0.
2.0.
Keep us posted, Eddie. Whenever they post those rates, let us know.
Let us
what the
know.
deal is.
Please.
And
It's
it's
like a year
and if transportation or whatever is
too
included.
early to do it now.
Oh yeah. Okay. Well, that'll work. Will G, good morning.
Good morning.
Welcome.
Morning, sir.
Good morning.
And let's see. Speaking of cruises in 2.0, for those of us that don't know what 2.0 is,
oh,
Eddie,
yes.
I mean, you've been holding this information for a while. Let's see if we can get you to come off of it today.
Well, 2.0, the secret boost cruise coming up October.
It wasn't me.
It sounded like God to me.
Oh, see.
October 28, 2024, on the Carnival Paradise, leaving out of Tampa. We're going to go to Key West, Montego Bay, and Grand Cayman, 6 days of a cruise on the Carnival Paradise, like I said. House of X will be there, taking care of an elegant night, Carnival. We have a Halloween contest. Tinkerbell is going to take care of the slot pool. Midlife Travels is join us to be part of this great cruise.
Mm-hmm.
Ocean to Ocean Travel will be there. Alice will be there. Cruise Nuts will be there. Orange Con Block will be there.
The other one is.
Even Alice will be there too. Alice is coming in as a brand new blogger now. So she has her own channel, so she'll be doing some filming too. So don't be worried if you see her filming, because it's gonna happen. She's on her own, so hopefully she'll be kicking some butt. So looking forward to see a lot of us in there, and please get in touch with Bruce for your cabin information. The sooner, the better.
Booze Cruise 2024. Hosted by Eddie Lugo Studios, out of Tampa, Florida. Port of Calls, Key West, Florida. Grand Cayman Island. Montego Bay, Jamaica. Aboard the Carnival Paradise. Come join us for this great cruise, October 28th to November 3rd, 2024. Contact Bruce at ocean2oceantravel.com.
Oh, you know what? Even better. January 26th, 2025. The Alice Lugo Studios group cruise. And me, of course. On the NCL Viva, a brand new ship, leaving out of San Juan, Puerto Rico, on a 7-day, 8-port cruise. Why do I say 8 ports? We're going to leave out of San Juan. We're hitting the ABC Islands. We're hitting Dominican Republic. We're going to go to San Lucia, St. Kitts, and back to Puerto Rico. Oh, yeah, baby. Yes. So it's going to be an awesome cruise on the NCL Viva, brand new ship. I'll be celebrating my 60th birthday. Yeah. I believe Marjorie might be on that one. So hopefully we'll be in that one too. Bruce and Cindy will be there too. Me and Alice, and hopefully we'll snatch a few more people to go in it. And also get in touch with Bruce for your cabin information. It's going to be excellent on the Viva out of San Juan, Puerto Rico. Boom.
Caribbean Conquest 2025. Hosted by Eddie and Alice Lugo Studios, out of San Juan, Puerto Rico. Aboard the Norwegian Viva. Ports of call: Aruba, Bonaire, Curacao, Punta Cana, Dominican Republic, St. Lucia, St. Kitts. Come join us for this great cruise, January 26th, February 2nd, 2025. Contact Bruce at ocean2oceantravel.com.
Okay, Scott, this one is for you. Mayhem and Miracles asked a question. For anyone who has experienced a Canadian cruise, what would you all say was the best or worst compared to other cruises? Pros and cons.
He just got off of a Canadian cruise.
Yeah, and I was on a Canadian cruise the previous year as well, although this past one, the more recent one, went to additional New England ports and a new port for me in Canada as well, Prince Edward Island. So, well, to kind of take the bias out, the personal bias for cold weather out of the equation, I'd say I really could not find any cons about a Northeast or Canada cruise. It really is a spectacular experience. Unlike anything for me, all the Caribbean cruises are very similar, and obviously the most common component would be warm weather and tropical environments, but Maritime Canada has such a rich history, and it's very
Mhm.
historical. And I find that the Canadian people are so ridiculously friendly, and eager to have conversations with you and interact with you. And it was just a really amazing experience. No cons in it at all, as far as I'm concerned. And I think I would like to take one every year.
Mm,
That's what's up.
that's good. That's good.
Mayhem and Miracle says PEI is beautiful.
Really?
Yes.
Yep.
Yep. They made a comment. Our tour guide made a comment in PEI. They say all they do is mow grass because it's very green there, right? So they have a lot of and it's rural. A lot of PEI is farms. What I learned was PEI produces a third of the world's potatoes.
Wow.
I didn't know that.
I didn't either.
Wow.
Holy moly.
Mm.
That'll work.
There's a lot of potatoes.
I know,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah, because we were on this tour
Big
and it
number.
went all over the island, and all we saw was just potato farms after potato farms after potato
Really?
Nice.
farms. Yes.
Sounds kind of
Wow.
like Louisiana. It's like fields upon fields of soybeans, nothing but soybeans and corn everywhere you look. It's amazing.
Yeah.
And let's see. Eddie, do we have a list of who is coming on for the remainder of the day on YouTube?
Of course we do. And following us will be Roy and Becky's Travels, 1 p.m. Eastern with the hitchhiking boats. 5 p.m. will be J&S Adventures. And I believe he's going to be talking about NOLA this afternoon.
Okay.
6 p.m. will be Gillian Farms and Macallan Spoiled Mama. 7 p.m. will be Parkers on the Go, Embarkation Nation with Controversy Cruising, Trivia Night, Call Me V, and Journey with the Gingers. 8 p.m. Eastern will be Peaceful This. 9 p.m. Eastern would be Beach Please to close the night.
All right.
All right. That is a busy evening for everybody. And speaking of busy days, Scott, where are you today?
We are in a foggy place.
Okay.
So it is our very first day that hasn't been just the quintessential perfect Caribbean day where blue skies and sunny, and so we are currently in Roatan, Honduras. We arrived about an hour ago. This central time still has me really messed up. Even though I was connected to the cellular network in Cozumel, which should have reset my time to central, it didn't for some reason. And I was up at like 5 o'clock this morning, sitting out on the deck. It was dark. And then something weird happened. According to my clock, Eddie Lugo came on his morning quickie a whole hour before he should have. So again, just really, kind of messed me up. So anyway, so we are in Honduras today. We don't really have too many plans. We're just going to get off and kind of look around a little bit or whatever. Cause unlike Mahogany Bay, where we're docking is not kind of that, I don't want to say a secure area, but not that I'm concerned about getting off or anything. It's just that it's not that kind of private area where that's more structured like Carnival has, Mahogany Bay. And we've been here a few times and taken tours and things like that. So there's not really a whole lot left for us to see or do here. So we're just gonna hang out, chill out, see what there is to see out in the actual like normal regular area of Roatan.
Well, that'll work. And let's see. Yeah, KK's Travel and Education vlog says made it in. Hello. Welcome in.
Good morning.
Oh, Clock says go touch a monkey, Scott.
Well, I've done all that. Like I've been to the eco park and we've, hugged a sloth, and I had the monkeys jumping out of trees and landing on my shoulder. I actually have a couple of pictures of that and stuff. So, yeah, I mean, like I said, I've done it all. I've done pretty much everything. I've seen the entire island several times, and I've gone to, there's a chocolate factory on here. You know, they don't make great chocolate here, but it's okay, you know. And I've interacted with some locals and stuff like that or whatever. So it's just not a whole lot for us left to do here. So
Except bake in the sun. I remember how hot it was there. That place is memorable hot.
Yes.
yeah, well, no sun today. I mean, it
Oh.
actually looks a little bit like Canada out there.
Oh,
So, in the spirit of Booze Cruise, guess what I got in the mail yesterday in my Temu package?
oh,
My neck fan
Oh,
has
that's
arrived.
not yours.
My neck fan has
No,
arrived,
That's not yours.
and that is good.
I'm gonna go pack it now. I see.
I got an extra one, so in case you need me to bring it,
Mm.
I got
No,
neck
I
pads.
got one. Yeah, I don't know what.
I got
one
like
you think.
5 or 6
I-
here.
I got friends in high places. All right, here we go. It says, Alicia says, since you have done everything, do you think it's still worth going?
Oh yes,
Yes.
absolutely. I mean, so here's the thing. Everything is preference, you know, for individuals. Me, I cruise a lot more than most people. So when I say I've seen it all and done it all or whatever, you know, I just have. And if you haven't been here in a while, it's worth seeing again because like everything, things change, things are different. Perspective is always different. I've just done it so many times and so many more times recently that for me, today is just a get off and see what's happening right outside the ship,
Mhm.
which I don't normally do because I'm on a tour or I'm here or I'm there and I'm just passing through those areas. This time I'm going to get off and walk around in them.
Yeah.
Cool beans.
Good. Yeah.
Clock says, I didn't like the chocolate there either. Too rich for me.
Yeah.
Hmm.
And okay, Ma'am and Miracle says, for a person like myself who has never cruised but is excited to experience what it would be, what is the first thing I need to know?
Oh my God. Overpack.
Exactly.
Overpack.
Overpack. Pack everything that you want to wear, everything that you think you're gonna wear. Overpack. It's okay for your first cruise.
The first thing you need to know is cruising is the best vacation, hands down, monetarily that I know of. There is a lot of things that are included, but the view of you being held up by that massive ocean is something that you'll never get anywhere else.
Mhm.
So that view right there, it makes it all worthwhile. As well as you don't have to drive, you don't have to clean up, you don't have to cook. It's just a really good, well-rounded vacation, is what it
It's
is.
restful. If you want to
A lot of rest.
you can rest. If you want to party, you can party.
Yep.
If you want to meet friends, you can meet friends. You can do whatever.
Yep. And Clock says, I'm going to do the Sloss and Monkeys again in July because my daughters were not with me the last time.
Okay.
Mhm.
That'll
And
work.
I would definitely do that stuff again. It just has to be, you know, for me personally, it just has to be a little bit longer because I've just done it so recently. I don't need to do it again.
Mhm.
But yeah, and it looks like Marjorie says it's time for the muster drill to go international. And I agree, Marjorie. And in fact, I've even been sitting here at the laptop looking at international itineraries.
So have we. So have we.
I go international every morning.
I know, right? Mayhem and Miracle says casual clothes, as I know some functions you have to dress up. There are sometimes 2 formal nights on your 7 and 8 day cruises. So you have to bring 2 formal night outfits. I know this is speaking from a Carnival perspective. Once you get on those ultra luxury lines, they expect you to be dressed up every day. But otherwise, with your top 3 that are represented here, Carnival, NCL, and Royal, you don't have to dress up for the most part.
A
You
nice
get
slacks
casual
and a nice
clothes.
shirt,
Yeah.
nice dress,
Right.
Yeah.
Alicia, I would say, you know, we're almost out of time for our show today. We really are kind of out of time for our show today.
Right.
But if you come back tomorrow, maybe we can try to answer some of those questions for you.
Please.
Yeah.
Please, because Scott has some really great video blogs on his channel about St. Martin, because for me, I watch everybody's channels, so I can basically tell you where to go, but we're going to address that tomorrow, Scott, okay? I'm off. So you won't see me tomorrow because Fridays I have negotiated off days. So
But she's still in the chat. So
Yep.
so the men will take over on Fridays. They can do whatever they want to because I'm in cruise mode. They can shake a tail feather. They can show you their dancing.
put that in writing, okay?
And with that, we will close out today's show. Thank you guys so much for coming into the live stream today. We really appreciate you guys. Y'all hit the like button on your way out. Don't forget to subscribe if you haven't done so already. And never, ever forget, we love you and good morning.
Bye.